What is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. It is Tag Team Thursday. I am Justin, aka No Good Comics, and welcome back to the channel. I got some new books that I've been reading, and I want to share with you guys some recommendations from this week, from the books that just came out from April 14th and technically the 13th for DC. I have to say, I feel like this has been more of a DC heavy week for me, which is so weird because like 3 months ago, I never would have expected to say that, as I wasn't reading any DC up until about 3 months ago. So before I get into everything, I want to give a big shout out to the whole Tag Team Thursday crew. If you guys are new to that, we started at 6:30 today, 6:30 Eastern time over at Rod's channel, just the Rican and his comics. And then from there, at 6:45, we went over to John's Comics with Kids channel, and then over to Tony Old Wolf 65. And then we jumped over to Dan's channel, which we were just at, which was at 7:15. And normally Brandon goes on ComixKings after this, but he's not with us tonight. So jumping in a little bit earlier here. So appreciate everybody who's hanging out in the chat right now, or if you're watching this replay, appreciate you taking that time. And of course, hit that thumbs up. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and let's dive into some of the chat here real quick, and then I'll get into the books. So right off the bat, we have Big Herm, Enter the Sandman. That's right, brother. Here to close it out for Tag Team Thursday. And we got my man Todd Christian in the house. What's going on, Todd? PJ as well has been hanging out with us this whole time as usual. Just to make sure that you watch the Yankees-Rays series this weekend. I have a feeling there will be a brawl. Yeah, that was it's been a lot of back and forth, and man, the Rays are a pain in the neck, man. There's a lot of that shenanigans going on, but hopefully we get some good baseball, and hopefully we get a couple W's. What's going on, Dan? Good to see you. Great video that you just had on before. Like I said, if you guys are not familiar with all the Tag Team Thursday crew, make sure you check everybody out. There's also John's Comics with Kids. John, I am loving the news that you're doing. It is so much fun. So much fun. Love that you're getting other people involved, and just keep it up, man. We got Jennifer in the house as well. What's going on, Jennifer? Always a pleasure. Tony Old Wolf, who I just mentioned also from the Tag Team Thursday crew. We got my man Mercy Collectibles hanging out from Sweden, and it's like past midnight for him. So cheers, man. Hope you're getting some sleep. Maybe the baby woke you up, but either way, good to see you. Real Rude 6, what's up, brother? Peace. Thanks for stopping in. You guys make sure to hit that thumbs up. Oh, and the chat just jumped on me. Station Travis, what's up, brother? Answering the call from Fable earlier with some station posting going on. Whoa, my computer just freaked out. We got Bobby also hanging out with us. What's going on, Bobby? And let's see, I think I got everybody. Oh, Chet, go Rays. Get out of here, Chet. If you guys missed it, just did a show with me, Morbius, and Chet was on, and also TJ jumped on, and it was this past Tuesday. It was a wild show. It's our comic relief show that Morbius and I do. So Chet was a guest, and it was a lot of fun. We talked about Raws versus slabs. What kind of books do you prefer when it comes to buying, key issues and things like that? It was a lot of fun, a good debate. Got a little out of hand in the chat, but it was all fun. What's up, John? How are you, man? Good to see you. Jim 84 and the Edge of Spider-Verse 2. Oh, man, that is a big week. My goodness. Very nice. Congrats. We got my man Joker in the house as well. East meets West. Always good to see you, Joker. Thanks for stopping in, man. Harsh Life as well. And I think we got everybody. So thank you all for hanging out with us today. And let's get into the books. Yeah, chat, man. Definitely a great show. So a couple things. So I'm going to go through the books I picked up. I'll talk about some as I go. And then I have a couple, of course, on my iPad. Again, if you're just watching this, this is all about the books that I recommend, the books that I'm reading right now that have just come out. And one of the first ones I grabbed was America Chavez. This is issue number 1, the reprint. And I just wanted to show this for a second because, one, it's a reprint of the cover A, which I actually liked cover A out of all the different covers. I know there were a lot that I felt were not great at all. So I actually liked cover A though out of them. And I bought this as another copy essentially because I enjoyed it that much. So if you guys are not reading America Chavez, the Made in the USA, I do recommend checking it out. It's 2 issues in now. Issue 2 just came out as well, and I really enjoyed that last week. So just wanted to throw that out there. Let's see. Then after that, so I want to give a shout out to Life of a Geeky Mind because she was showing off some of her Kanto earlier. And I did buy the first issue of Kanto, like the original first issue. And so I have that. I read it and I liked it. I just didn't put time into reading the rest of that series. And I know since then there's been so many other, Kanto books out. So I figure I'll jump back in with this and see where it goes. I always like the idea of it. I love the color, the cover and the artwork. So yeah, definitely going to dive into that at some point. Next book that I have here, I got the A and B cover here, Phantom on the Scan. And I'll tell you, I thought this was like Keanu Reeves when I first saw that front cover. Phantom on the Scan. It was really, really good. I loved it. I personally loved it. Cullen Bunn is the writer. Mark Torres is doing the artwork. The interior work was gorgeous, absolutely stunning. It is about this guy who has this ability, a psychic ability, and he can communicate with others who also have that ability. And he's essentially trying to warn them of something bad that's happening or that's coming their way to those who have this ability, this psychic ability. And he has like this little sidekick of a ghost that hangs with him. And that's some of the most beautiful art that I've seen, like for this book. That was some of my favorite parts there from this book. So definitely enjoyed everything. I'm definitely going to buy the second issue. The variant here I thought was also very cool. Again, don't know too much else about the world or how it takes place. I know it was like 20 years ago is how it starts out, and then it's 20 years later or something like that. So, this guy's dealing with a lot of stuff, kind of living in the dumps in a sense. Let's see. Phantom sounds like the plot from The Shining. Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I would just say check that out because there are obviously some differences, but yeah, it's a great read. I did really enjoy it. Next book up, I actually didn't get to read this yet. It's on my read list, but Homesick Pilots. This is issue number 5. Yeah, issue number 5. This has been so good. I love the first 4 issues. I do recommend checking it out. I love the artwork in it. Love these covers as well. So this is Dan Waters and I forget Wingard is his last name. I forget the artist's first name, but very, very good stuff. And I'll be diving into this weekend. So this book right here, Maniac of New York. I know some of the other fellas were talking about it earlier today on Tag Team Thursday. I love this book. I love this book so much. It is one of my favorite reads, and it's got everything in it. And I know some people talk about like it's like very Jason-like. But I think that's why I like it so much. Like, sure, it's maybe not original in that sense. This killer that's going around, kind of like has like a magical mystery to him because apparently he can like always escape. So last issue we left off with him being on this train, this new train that's like driverless essentially that the governor was trying to put in place, and a lot of people get slaughtered. And there are 2 police officers on the case that are trying to, essentially catch him. And anyways, it's a lot of fun. It's a wild, wild ride, and there's a lot of blood involved, but it's a great read. And this was issue number 3. So really enjoying that. Also, a little cool note about that, let me pull it up here, is for this book too. If you guys haven't read it yet, or when you get a chance to, make sure you check out the little, what do you call it? The letter column at the end of it. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Because there's your boy. I did a little tweet, sent them a little something, and over on Twitter. And I know a lot of the Aftershock stuff. They're always encouraging people to give them feedback on what they think of the book. Very similar to like the letters back in the day. And instead of email, they're doing it with tweets. So I did that, and now I'm part of the book, which is pretty cool. As I've never, gone through that process. And I always find it to be cool when someone has shared that, as they were a kid, they filled out, and sent a letter to get into a Marvel book or something like that, or a DC book, for those letter columns. So, it's cool to kind of be part of a book in that sense. And yeah, so that's just another reason why I bought, 2 copies. So that's that. What's up, Fable? Good to see you, brother. Rod, the closer. That's right, bro. Big Herm says Maniac is my favorite indie next to Something's Killing Children. Yeah, no, that's fair. It's up there. It is definitely up there as one of my favorites. I I'm gonna get to some of the other indies, but yeah, they're definitely up there. So the next one is Batman the Detective. I enjoyed this. I do. I'm excited to see more of it. It wasn't like Nightwing 78 amazing, but it was still very good, and there was a lot of action right in the beginning. Right on, takes place on this airplane. Essentially, the whole thing takes place in London, and there are people who are trying to gather all these people that Batman has helped over the years, and they put them all on this one plane to try to kill everybody. So Batman has to try to figure out who's doing it, why they're doing it, all these people that had this in common, and really cool action scenes as well. So I think the leaders of the villains were the Equilibrium or something like that. That's what I read. So, but anyways, really cool stuff. And Tom Taylor. So looking forward to more of that for sure. I also grabbed the sketch variant because I've been really enjoying these sketch variants. These are what's his name? I didn't write it on the back of here. Federici, I think. But yeah, so wanted to grab this because my LCS had it for a very good price, cheap price. So thought it would be worth it. And then let me see. Yo, what's going on, Steve? Hip Hop's and me in the house. Dan working in the way of these shows. Yeah, man, come on, just hang up the phone, bro. Hang out with us, man. Jennifer says Phantom of the Scan was so good. Yeah, I was really surprised with how much I enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to more because I try not to judge a book by its cover, but just looking at it, I was like, I had no idea what it was about. I was like, all right, I'll dive into this, but I really, really liked it. I like his little ghost friend. That's some of my favorite stuff. What is chat saying here? The closer, Yankees can use you. Yeah, they could. Yeah, man. We have way bigger problems than closing out games right now. That's for sure. I haven't read the issue, but I believe Jeff Johns did something similar in Flash, where someone is killing everyone while he's saved. Oh, interesting. Okay, well there you go. That's another thing. Jeff Johns. A lot of people have been reaching out to me, telling me that I should check out a lot of his older DC stuff. I know he's done some incredible things with the DC characters during his time of really writing a lot of that stuff. So it's on my list because I just keep hearing great things. Federici, yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, thank you, Steve. PJ says the Yankees could use another starting pitcher besides Garrett Cole. Yeah, or just throw him in there 5 days a week. So next book up I want to talk a little bit about is the Joker issue number 2. I am loving this series so much, and I'm getting a taste of that. The me liking a book and then speculation destroying it because there's a appearance in here that's a big deal to some people. I really wish that it was spiking because it's a really good book, because that's the truth. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed the first issue. And the way we kind of left off was Jim Gordon is essentially offered this big deal, a deal of a lifetime, essentially, to hunt down Joker and kill him. And he's really struggling with himself right now to figure out if that's something he wants to do. And he's really leaning on the side of doing it, obviously, for the amount of money that he was offered, and also just for taking such a dangerous person off the board altogether. So love the artwork. It is absolutely stunning. Gillian March is doing the artwork. So there you go. That's why I love it. And this is Tynan, in case anybody was wondering. But definitely loved the story for this. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And I'll also love this cover. It's probably my favorite cover of the week here with Punchline. These issues are having these like backstories. There's like a secondary story of Punchline in the back. So yeah, I'm enjoying those too. But the main stuff with Gordon, and then of course Joker is essentially the man that everybody's after right now. People are on the hunt for him, trying to figure it out, and he is of course just owning everything. So and also, speaking of like just all this Batman talk and Joker stuff, me and Victoria, we are doing our own kind of a book club. It's the team up comic book team up. So we're doing that this Saturday at 4:00 Eastern time, and we're going to be talking about Batman issues 86 through 94. If you guys are around or free or interested in hanging out with us at 4:00 on Saturday, then swing by for that. Let me see. I just got a pop up in my way here. We get that. Oh man, something's going on with my mouse. Jen says we get that thick first appearance in Joker 2. Yes, very thick indeed. Well, the Yankees can't have Justin. He's out. Yeah, they would have to trade or pay Tony money in order for me to go somewhere else. Travis is saying station Flash by Night. Oh, Flash by Night is in the house. I missed him. What's up, Flash? Good to see you. Oh, there he is. What's up, Flash? Good to see you as always. PJ says the Joker was excellent this week. I love the vibe to the book. Tynan is hitting a grand slam with this book. Yeah, I am. You are spot on with that. I'm absolutely loving it. And again, it's unfortunate because that people are, speculation has this book up so much because I've seen it going for like 3 to 4 times cover price now, and it's unfortunate because it's a great read, and I hope people can get their hands on a copy so they can check it out, or be like me and buy it digitally because I do that too. And let's see what else. 100% agree, Justin. It's worth the $5.99 cover price. Yep. Yeah, I thought about that. The $5.99 cover prices. I don't know if that's a normal thing now for some of these DC books. It's not cool because I don't like paying $5.99, but I will do it for these types of books. If they're doing good, then I'm down with it. Closer's going extra innings tonight. Yeah. The other book I wanted to show here is the Federici variant as well, and this my store had for a very fair price, so wanted to get it as I'm just buying all of them right now, so I figure why not. I am missing the Joker one, so anybody see it for a good deal, the Joker Federici variant, let me know. For $25 or less would be ideal, but definitely would like that as well, to add that in. Bad titles are $5.99. Is the I thought the other one wasn't the Tom Taylor one. The detective is $3.99. That one's still reasonable. But who knows? Maybe that's going to jump up too. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. And then I wanted to mention, because I know you guys know I'm always reading digitally, so wanted to bring this out real quick and talk about just a couple other books. So I read this one right here, Spider-Man, Spider's Shadow. And I really liked it. It's Chip Zdarsky, and it is a what if. It's a what if series, which I like the idea of. And what it sounds like is they're going to be doing more of these for other characters, other storylines. And this is what I think is going to just be the first of many. So this is a 4-issue miniseries by Chip Zdarsky. The artist I am not very familiar with, Pasquale Ferry. It was kind of hit or miss for me. There were some parts that were really nice and other parts that were just okay. Overall, don't have a problem with it though. We get some cool cameos, like Black Cat is in it, and Fantastic Four, a couple of members from Fantastic Four. And essentially this is where Spider-Man decides that, or it's kind of like what if Spider-Man didn't decline this, the symbiote suit, the way he has in the past. So there's all these like signs of him, and there's definitely a darker side to Peter Parker in this book. And someone mentioned to me in a comment or something saying that he is not pulling his punches. Let's just say that when it comes to the hobgoblin that he's fighting. And there's some dark sides to this, to Spider-Man, and it's really cool to kind of see and to think of like what would happen in that sense. So I'm all about this. Definitely going to buy the other issues as they come out, and also it's Chip Zdarsky, so I'm all for that. I also want to talk a little bit about Home. I won't get too in detail with this, but it is a very heavy read. Very heavy. I really enjoyed. I enjoyed this book throughout. It's a very emotional read. It's about a mother and her son who come to the border of the United States and essentially get torn apart from each other. But it's so much more than that. It's you really see the mother and the process that she goes through with a child, especially. Who doesn't really know what's going on and is hungry and wondering when are we going to get to where they're going, and the mother having to be brave, be strong, be confident, and really take care of her child while going through this whole process. And the spin-off to this, or the little extra bit here, is that the son has these powers that he doesn't know about yet. And he kind of starts to learn that as he goes on, and again, so obviously a lot ties into with what's going on in today's world. I do recommend reading Home. It's a very deep book, and it's an image book, so very good stuff there. And then let's see, wanted to Skipped it, may double back. Yeah, if you're talking about this, or if you're talking about Spider Shadow, either one, I would definitely double back Flash for sure. Rod, which one are you talking about? Oh, maybe the Spider. So that's another thing. I know that the Spider's Shadow is another book that has gone up now, and there's no first appearance that I'm aware of, so I don't know why it's going up. Maybe it's just because it's a great read. Maybe that's it. And if that's the case, then that's awesome, because that's why books should spike, is because they're great reads. So maybe that's it. But I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So Spider Shadow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would double back for it, or see if you can get a copy. Spidey's got your attention, Mercy. Awesome. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Travis here, who I'll highlight, was just showing a bunch of what if books. So that's also what kind of triggered me to dive into it and give it a shot, because he was showing a bunch of older what if books that he just recently got in a comic book haul, which was cool. Flash that he pre-ordered home, but my store didn't get my copy. Oh man, I hope that comes in, because that's not cool. If not, let me know, Flash. Maybe I can get one for you. The other book I want to talk, two more books. I want to talk about. So Chariot, love this book. This is one of my favorite indie reads right now, and it is so beautiful. The artwork inside, Priscilla Petrates, who's become one of my favorite artists. And she doesn't have a lot of work out that, other than, like, I follow her on Instagram. I love a lot of the commissions that she's doing. I'm going to see if I can get a commission from her. Really nice girl. And she is, incredible. Her artwork is beautiful. I know she's done stuff on Rat Queen, or she's currently doing some stuff on Rat Queen. So, and then of course Brian Edward Hill, which I know a lot of people are a big fan of. So if you guys are not familiar with it, is essentially like this 007 agent years ago. Has this awesome vehicle, like a weapon of a vehicle, and basically, crashes it into the ocean and dies and drowns in it. And then, like, years later, the vehicle gets found and thrown into a dumpster, like a car, like an old car lot, used a car lot. And this other guy who's a mechanic, and he's down on his luck. His child is sick, I think, battling cancer. His wife, they're going through like a divorce process. He comes across the car. He owes a lot of money. That's the other thing. So he owes a lot of money. He's in a lot of debt and trying to pay off these bills, for these hospital bills for his son. And this gang comes around to collect his debt. This is in the first issue, and the car comes alive. Bullets go flying. Basically, just some wild stuff. And we see this 007 agent, the secret agent, at the end of it, where she's like a ghost. So this one kind of takes off where that left off. And it's really cool because he has this like car now that's like a badass, weapon of a vehicle. And the mob that was after him is pretty much done, and he has all this money now, and he's able to pay, but he's also battling like these issues with his wife and trying to figure out ways to make things work and, help his son out. And then we also get a glimpse in this issue of a new villain. So that is the case, and I won't get too much more in detail other than that. But yeah, definitely a great read. Flash says they trickle in sometimes. Also pre-order Chariot. Got some extra hunting to do. Yeah, awesome, man. I hope you get the books that you're getting. I'm glad that you also ordered Chariot as well. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about, last book here, I think everybody else has already talked about it tonight, but I have to say something because Scout's Honor is my number one book for an indie read right now out of any of the stuff that's been coming out over the past 3 months. I love this. This is issue number 4. David Pepos, he's amazing. If you've seen John's Comics with Kids and White Whale, they had him as a guest on during the first issue when that came out. So it was really cool. If you guys want to go catch that over on John's channel. And it's just such a well-written book. And it's funny because I never thought that I would care for this type of book. Even just seeing it on the shelf. Again, I always say, getting better at trying not to judge a book by its cover. But hearing the premise of the book and everything, it just didn't sound like it'd be something that would excite me. And especially with the whole Boy Scout theme, which I was never really a part of, I didn't think that I'd be into it. But I love everything about it. The writing is absolutely amazing. The pacing of it and just the way the characters are built up, everything about it. I highly recommend check this out for sure. And again, this is another Aftershock book. Aftershock's just been killing it. I have decided that I am buying every Aftershock book that comes out, at least the issue number 1. I will give that a shot. Maybe the first couple books. I've heard people talk about, they give a chance of I was just talking to Downright Nerdy Podcast. He was saying he always gives the first 5 or 6 issues a shot to see if he likes that arc, and then he'll go on with it from there. I think that's a fair deal. So I kind of do the same thing. So, but anyways, this is so good. I do recommend it, and check it out. And I think that is it for today. I did pick up Proctor Valley Road. I did not read it yet. I did pick up Children of the Atom. I did not read it yet. I did like the first issue. I do recommend it, and the way it ended was really cool, really interesting. So I'm curious where that's going to go with this new team. And yeah, I think that covers everything else at the moment. So if you guys are, I would love to let you guys know, or would love to hear what you guys are reading, especially if you're catching the replay. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you're reading right now. I know I just did a 500 subscriber giveaway recently, and we had a ton of people that left great recommendations on there. So I'm always up for it. If you guys are reading something that I'm not, let me know what you think. Or if there's a book I talked about that you really enjoyed, or just have some sort of feeling about, let me know about that as well. Again, this is a Tag Team Thursday night, so make sure you are subbed up to all the people in the description below. Big shout out to Rod, John, Tony, Dan, and also Brandon, even though Brandon wasn't with us here tonight. Yes, could not agree more, John. It's really good. It is just really good. Storytelling is so good. My girlfriend's reading it. She's not a comic book reader, but she loves it. She looks forward to it. So yeah. And so with that being said, yeah, Rod, man, 600 for sure. It is, we're almost there. I think we're like 25 away, 26 away. I think I'm going to do a giveaway for that. I think from here on out, I might do a giveaway for every 100 to my road to 1,000. So keep an eye out for that as I cross some of those, those milestones there. Beast Wars. I'm not reading Beast Wars, but I remember the cartoon back in the day. So that's interesting. Tony, hell yeah, man. Great stuff for sure. Everybody, appreciate all you guys out there. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification. Oh, and this Saturday, Comic Collector Origins, 2:00 Eastern time, I'm going to be interviewing my good friend, Reggie Collects. Well, I just had a blank as I'm reading comments. Reggie Collects. I'm really, really excited to be interviewing him because he has been such an awesome person in this community and has really been very helpful to me as he's been putting out videos for the past 3 years, this entire time that I've been really collecting and getting more serious about, how to better my collection. His advice has always been great. Even just the smallest things of like what types of bagging boards he uses, how to ship books and how to CGC and things like that. So very educational, very helpful. So I'm really excited to be interviewing Reggie Collects on Saturday, 2:00. And then, like I said before, I'll be doing my book club of Batman 86 through 94 of the Tynan stuff with Read Across the Stars, Victoria. So that'll be on this channel as well. So you really could just hang out on my channel all Saturday afternoon if that's something you're into. So, yeah, so looking forward to all that as we put all this together. And share the content. Yes, please do. And appreciate everybody that's been hanging out with us this whole evening. Really do appreciate that. Station. All right, guys, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your hopefully close out the week strong with a happy Friday. What's going on, Moonlit? We're just closing out here, but great to see you. Catch the replay, guys, and anyone who took the time to watch the replay, always appreciate you. So until next time, we'll talk to you guys